Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. Ụtụtụ ọma ndị Igbo ọma na-ege ntị. Ikwu na ibe. So today is I'm pretty much excited. I'm pretty much excited. So today I want to formally say congratulations to His Excellency the 45th President of the United States of America, in the person of His Excellency the soon to be 47th President of the United States of America, the elect itself, President Donald Trump, to congratulate him for a resounding comeback victory, and also congratulate the entire Americans. When I mean Americans, I'm talking about these consensus people that voted to uphold the truth in a time of tyranny and dictatorship, because that's what I've been showcased on all flank. We so much congratulate the Americans, everybody that participated, both the black communities, the Christian communities, everybody that voted the Republicans. We're congratulating you people, because you people have done noble. Once again, Americans have proven to America have proven unequivocally clear that they are not ready for a female commander in chief. And besides, we all know that the person of Kamala Harris she's Hillary Clinton is even much better than her. So and it's all funny. It's a very funny. What transpired in the just concluded U.S. General election is a very interesting something. We intentionally, I intentionally decided to drift from what's going on in U.S. election, and we're trying to bring the world, remind our people on what's going on regarding the whole new world order that have systematically been launched. Because we said this since last time in my last broke podcast that I spoke extensively on the new world order. TikTok banned it. TikTok refused. You can only see the part one. That's why we encourage our people to subscribe on our YouTube channel at Dwayne Chinedu'm, so you can get a full package of our expository podcast. So in confirmation to our podcast, just yesterday, the president of Russia, Vladimir Putin, have officially announced it that they have officially recognized and announced the activation of the new world order. Go and it is there in the open. But these are the things that we've said, and TikTok banned our podcast. But we are not going there today. We came to congratulate His Excellency and give our own view on what is going on, because a lot of people, more especially from this part of the world, will be saying, why is it waiting concern American election or American politics? But Igbo people, there is an Igbo artist that said, I want to happen as I want to Daro. I want to be a mayor, because and not the very critical. The victory of Donald Trump. The victory is not even a victory of Donald Trump. It is a victory. Now you where they watch this post, now you win, because had it been, you just look at what is. Just look at only that. Just look at what is going on. Many people, most of us are ignorant of what politics. systematically the conflict, the damage and the mayhem that the Biden government have bring to the US economy and to US itself as a country, both on all flank. We can see the mess that is that we can know that under Biden administration, the US economy was declining. We can also see what is going on in the Middle East, how the influence of the US government in what is going on in the Middle East. We also have Russia and Ukraine to compete with. These are conflicts that are directly or indirectly the bidding governments are involved in it. This is the truth. But I'm just trying to break this thing down in a way where you go understand them. I don't want to make we can speak much English because I want to be able to relate with our people. That the US, the bidding government have they have dragged American to the mall, to the mud. But just this victory, look at what is happening. Just this victory alone have systematically bring to an end all the shenanigans, the stuff that is all this tension and we have to, all of we supposed to celebrate, like we supposed to celebrate say Trump win. Trump have made it unequivocally clear that in his administration that there will be no war. And besides, the Russian government have also said that they are ready to negotiate with the new government, that they respect Trump, that they understand this person and they respect him. But they are ready to negotiate with his government, putting making their priority, putting in place their own personal interests first. But they are going to negotiate with the government of His Excellency President Trump once he's been sworn in by January next year, 2025. Yeah. The other day, just yesterday, the Russian he was with the Russian president, and he made it unequivocally clear that the war is that there will be. Look at his influence. Just we should be grateful to God, because God have once again, Chukwu Kabiam have once again, not even God, Chukwu Kabiam have once again proven to mankind that there can never be God, because many thought that it is an impossible mission. But I must also appreciate in general the entire people of America, the entire citizens, everybody that participated in this election, in this 2024 general election. I congratulate each and every one of you, because the American people at a time understand what is at stake. More especially those of them in the democratic parties. They understood very well what is at stake, because at this critical time, at this critical time, one cannot afford to capitulate. They understand that they immediately they drop bidding. We know that we've won the game. We most of us that are following, we know that the battle have been won. That on the political scene, the battle have been won, because Kamala Harris is no match. We know that very well. But more importantly, the Americans. You see, Americans. That's why you see That's why many people will saying that we don't support, that we are calling for election boycott in Nigeria, but we are supporting American election. Many people will be of that opinion. Yes, we are doing, because the case of America is very, very different, though similar but different. Why is different? Let me tell you why is different is that the constitution of Nigeria is a very laughable one. You see, the constitution of Nigeria, it is a very laughable one. The constitution was written by one man, and the constitution is the system. That is just the truth. And also the propaganda and the lies, that the North is the most populated ethnic nationality in Nigeria. These are lies that have been instituted by the colonial masters, by the British. The North, you see Hausa people, no be them big. If the word, listen, this is why it's a very, very complex and a very dicey matter, but we have to say it, because this is a podcast. We have to say it the way it is. It is a very, very complex, but anyways, we have to say it the way it is. Anybody wey dey tell you say for census say na not people plenty pass, na lie, na big lie. It is not possible, although possible both scientifically, in any way, shape or form. It is not possible. The British know what they did. You see, the British government, they know what they did. They used the media inoculation to propagate all these lies, and we have to bring them to the limelight. The UN, if the world wants to, if you want to, the UN, the American government, the government of His Excellency President Donald Trump, the EU, both African nations, they should conduct a proper, they should oversee, they should supersede and conduct a proper census in Nigeria. Then you will see that the long age lie of the British will be brought to limelight, and that is what we are doing to bring it to limelight. These two things are the two key factors that made, and coupled with the fact, the stupidity of an average Nigerian, because an average Nigerian is a very stupid person, I myself included, because I'm a self-critic. You don't have to pity yourself. That is why the case of America and Nigeria is different. In America, the constitution is workable. You know that. In as much as we also understand the very smart game and clever game in politics that Trump has been and his allies have been playing, because one of the smart moves that His Excellency President Trump did was, in one word, the other, believe it or not, for Elon Musk to buy off Twitter. Trump was a part of the whole thing, but these are important. These are some kind of information that is not meant for public consumption. So, but that is the truth. For Elon Musk to buy X and reinstate Trump accounts on X, that is a very clever move, because Trump understands the potency of social media to engage the people. That is why we keep telling Nigerians that we can change Nigeria. You see this Nigeria where you see where they say it's not workable, it's a very big lie. Now, a very big fat lie. These cabals, this presidency, the cabals, they're not reach 12. They're not up to 12. we can hold them to ransom. Let me tell you the truth. And it's a very, very simple something. It's just like your frontal lobe here. This place now, a place where they close to your eyes, but you know they see them. Now place where you say, if you just look like this, you can see them. But most of us for the past 100 years, where them born us, we've not have a look, as in direct look at this. Yeah, I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. To change Nigeria is a very simple something. There's no need to for bloodshed. We can do it online. The potency of social media. We've been saying it, but I'm just trying to remind Nigerians that Trump used it. That was why Elon Musk bought X. These are many political strategies that most, you know, say, yeah, you get Elon Musk buy X, but we don't. I've said before that these are important, that these are high profile cases that are not made for public consumption, or let's say you be wise person where they understand what they go on, because these are politics, these are international politics that are being played out on our two naked eyes. We are seeing them and we are ignoring them. Nigeria is Nigeria don't know the potency. You know that arguably Nigeria is the social media capital of the world. We don't know the potency of what we get in this modern age and time. And we see the complaints say bad government day. Tomorrow you go see me person come out for protest. So you know say if person come out then go see fire and kill him. Then go deny. All we need to do is to protest online. It is called civil disobedience. I'm reminding you, I've said this thing in my previous podcast. Time unnumbered, and I will keep repeating it. To be forewarned is Kamaru no kwa mmiri maka ozuzi ya. Mana ekele dịrị Chineke na Trump abatago. It came to a time that even the Democrats themselves, they realized that this is not the time to play hanky panky. That what is at stake, that and that is why I love that is why I love you see Americans and the Britain, by extension Europeans, they are consensus people. That is why they are different from an average black man from Africa, more especially those of us you see in Nigeria. We are not consensus. That is why there's no patriotism. We forget easily. We can never. It is, see, an average Nigerian, by implication, an average black man from Africa can never ever place the need of tomorrow above the need of his stomach. And that is our problem. Americans on that, the Democrats, and when I'm talking about the Democrats, key players in the Democratic parties understood what is at stake. They are even the media. Okay, check to an extent that the media they say even before the election, even before the results even before the election itself, the media have been already positioning Trump as the president elect. To tell you that Americans understood what is going on, but an average Nigerian is a stupid person. That is why our case is different. You don't have to go for election. Nigerians should not go for the next coming election. You have to boycott it. Boycottion of the next coming general election is the only key that can save us. With extensive campaign, engaging international communities, using the potency of social media to tell the world that we need a renegotiation of this very union. We Nigerians, we need to chart a better future for ourselves. I don't know. I don't care. We understand this opinion based. Many people want whatever, but we have to chart a better. Even in this same geographical expression known as Nigeria, this entrenched periphery, we can still make it workable. We can still build it. Look at Japan today. Japan does not have oil. They don't have gas. But look at Japan. I don't know how else to make those things, but let's not digress much further, because we are focusing on what's transpired in the US election and the victory that Elohim granted to mankind. Trump have unequivocally stated that he is a friend to Israel. Come rain, come sun. Trump have said it, that he stand with Israel. That's why I told you that just the election of Trump have systematically bring to a sabbatic and the current conflict in the Middle East and in Russia and Ukraine. And what does it signify? You mean that the proposed third world war, we might not be seeing it so soon. That there will be, at least there will be peace in this planet Earth for the next 4 years. It is guaranteed. There will be nothing like a coronavirus, because you will not, we know I don't want to go into I don't want to go into the I don't want to go into many I don't want to, but we know their plans. We know what the Bill we know what the Bill Gates Foundation and the rest of them, we know where they're heading to. We know their plans, we know their ambition and their dreams, desire to depopulate the world, and African being we are being at their experimental ground. Trump have made it. Trump Chigopandi don't want all this gay, transgender, and your whatever. Trump have stated unequivocally clear that America is going back to its roots, and what is their root? That they are believing in Jesus Christ, that they are believing in, that they are Christians, and American has and recognized only two gender, which is male and female. Many of you do not know that in America you have more than 21 gender in America. What are these people trying to turn the world into? What are these people trying to turn the world into? Elon Musk with what's Elon Musk, where the implication of this, of what Elon Musk is creating or manifesting with the whole robot system might be grievous on mankind, because most of us are not considering it. But I don't want to go there. Let's focus on the US election. We don't want to go into many of this thing, but on all them to say this is an Igbo adage. All them to say I matter say the current situation of where Eba. Oh, we call the Amazon, which case the company has more than 400 workers, because they bought Elon Musk Tesla robots that replaced human beings. In my opinion, celebrate the advantage on Adama before you mean anything as human being. Before taking any decision, it is important we consider the advantage and disadvantage, weigh each from two polar ends. Because what makes us human is our ability to reason. Africans will also be reasoning. Trump, the return of Trump to the White House, oh my Jehovah, Elohim is too much. Chukwu Kabiama is we thank him. I told the media about in details on how it affects Africa and the rest of them. I know before, because now as no Fuku is growing, you've made mention of most of this in our podcast that are there on our page, that are there in our YouTube channel. That's why we are admonishing with a beg and a beg. Go and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is imperative. Anything can happen tomorrow. If you block our Ezio podcast handle tomorrow, and we'll divert to Ezioku Godcast by the special grace of God. So all the important is subscribe on YouTube, as you're listening and enjoying our expository. You share our program, like, engage, share our program, comment, air your views, share to your friend, invite a friend. Let's discuss. Okay, all na them agbagidekwa n'oringo aflex kaka ekwu akwana nko na-esi ma trend na Ethiopian guys na-aka mmadụ ma ụmụ ndị a ụmụ ndị a na-adịsịkwa mma, ọ dịsakwa mma n'oyiye niile bụ ụwa emegidekwa maka anyị na-echetakwa maka. Let's also be discussing about our collective well-being and interest, the political matters happening surrounding us, global economic and political crisis. Let's also be looking into them. Now they're very, very important, because around the back onyirerie obro kabrinu around the back onyirerie obro kabrinu. We so much thank God for what's happened. For it is It is a new or a new era. It's a new era of quality leadership globally. And I believe that even with the introduction or activation of the new world era, that America will still hold his place as the world power. America will still hold its place. So I believe Trump knows what. That's why we said in our previous, we've said previously that Trump is the right man. We've been endorsing Trump not even yesterday. We've been endorsing Trump right even before the 2016 election. We've been endorsing Trump because we know yes, he's not perfect. Yes, he's not. We might disagree with him in one way or the other, but we know his person and his quality, and we know what is credible. We know his credibility anyway. I am a credibility. Yeah, I send them mad. How got to a quarter hapota all your hapota leave your grievances with Trump himself. Lapotaya, but Marono onye your collective interests at heart. I'm speaking the language of heaven for those of you that don't understand what I'm saying. I'm speaking Igbo language, the language of heaven. In heaven, right? In heaven now, it is Igbo is the ancient language. In heaven now, it is this very language that Chukwu Kabiama, Elohim and Adonai and his 24 elders and the whole citizens used to communicate. I'm telling you the truth. We congratulate His Excellency President Donald Trump, and we are looking forward to a drastic change in most of the policies regarding Africa and the world at large. And we are also calling on His Excellency President Donald Trump to also look into the unconditional release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, who is who believed to be a prisoner of conscience. Who believed to be a prisoner of conscience. So please, since the court itself has called for a political dialogue and political solution, we are upholding. We are standing on the ground of what the judiciary and the judiciary of the federal government of Nigeria have said. We're standing on that ground. We are standing on that very ground because the federal high court through Justice Binta Nyako have called for a political dialogue to make sure that this case is resolved. We are also standing on that ground, calling on His Excellency President Donald J. Trump to look into the unconditional release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, his extrajudicial rendition, and we plead His Excellency the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to also, in his infinite mercy and kind will, consider the unconditional release of his son. To consider the unconditional release of his son, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is also a Nigerian, not minding the fact that he bears a Biafran citizenship. Not minding the fact that he bears a Biafran citizenship, same way he also bears a British citizenship. People are entitled to dual citizenship. So we please call on the consciousness of every conscientious human being and His Excellency President Donald J. Trump to look into the unconditional release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. With this, I'm bringing today's podcast from end. Day one.